So we have our first official look at Agatha Darkhold Diaries. Now this was released with the WandaVision Steelbook that just came out. They had a bunch of bloopers and gag reels and things like that, and bonus features and deleted scenes. And included in that was a featurette for Agatha Darkhold Diaries, the next upcoming show. Well, not the next one. I think it's like coming up after Echo, like sometime in October next year. Called Agatha Darkhold Diaries, which is a spin-off of WandaVision focusing on the character of Agatha Harkness, played by Kathryn Hahn. Now, a lot of people seem to think that this show is just unnecessary and is more Marvel quantity over quality and is just filler, you know, and it doesn't need to be made. It's unnecessary. Nobody asked for this. I am one of the very few people that I'm actually very, very, very excited for this show. It's my most anticipated Marvel thing other than Deadpool 3 at the moment, just because of how much I loved and adored WandaVision. I thought that show was amazing, and I thought everything, like pretty much everything about it was great. Other than I think the finale, which was a little bit underwhelming, but other than that, I really, really loved the show. It's still my favorite MCU show, and it's probably my top 5 favorite MCU projects. So naturally, I'd be very excited about this show, and I am. I love Kathryn Hahn so much. She was like one of the best things about WandaVision, other than, you know, WandaVision. But Kathryn Hahn is so great in every role she plays. She's such a good comedic actor, and I'm very excited to see, and a dramatic actress too. She does a lot of good drama roles too. I'm very excited to see her in this. She is a terrific actress, and she's so perfect for Agatha Harkness. Like, she embodies and encapsulates that character so perfectly from what I've seen of her in the comics and the cartoons, that, like, you know, she's a little bit younger, she's a little bit on the younger side, but she has that, like, witchy, ethereal look to her, like the wise sort of look to her as well, especially in the first looks that we get. But, yeah, I think this looks really, really good. Now, we get a few things hinting at the plot. Now, I know some things about the plot based on things that Scoopers have said on Twitter. You probably know about them too. I don't want to talk too much about what Scoopers have said, because I don't want to misinterpret and get it wrong. And secondly, I don't want to spoil anything for people who might not want to know. But yeah, so I do know a little bit about the show, but I'm not gonna talk too much about the scoops that I know, which you can find very easily on Twitter if you want. But yeah, so we get our sort of first look at the show. We know the show, this has been confirmed that it takes place after WandaVision. It's Agatha basically waking up from the spell after Wanda's been, you know, in quotation marks, killed. We obviously know that she's not dead. I think the show will set up her return, but we know the show picks up basically right after WandaVision left off. And so that I'm very excited for. I'm very excited to live more in this world, because the world of WandaVision is just so fun in that sitcom style. Because I think it's basically been confirmed, right, by like very credible people. This isn't really a spoiler, but the first episode I think will take entirely place in the sitcom version, like when Agatha's under Wanda's spell still, and at the end of the episode she breaks out or something. And I do know a little bit about sort of the context of that, which I'm not going to go into, but if you want to know, you can go look on Twitter. It's all over Twitter if you want to know. But yeah, we know there are some pretty great actors in this. We know Joe Locke is joining the cast as it's very heavily speculated that he's playing Wiccan, the grown-up version of the child that we saw in WandaVision, but like, you know, his body's been reincarnated or something. It's a very confusing backstory, but basically the soul of Wanda's son goes into another teenager's body, basically. I think, but in thinking this show, they're gonna make the soul go into a dead teenager's body, which a lot of people are pretty concerned about, and I am too. Like, that might seem a little bit questionable, but we'll see how it plays out in the show. But yeah, we know Joe Locke is going to be playing Billy, aka Wanda's son, and we don't know what exact role he'll have. I think he'll be like more of a companion to Agatha, or they'll be like working together in some way to try and, I guess, find Wanda or bring her back or something. We know that the show but a lot of it is about getting to the Witch's Road, which is like a dormant sort of dormant realm that is like meant for witches, I guess. And I guess the rumor is that Wanda is laying dormant in Witch's Road, and I guess Agatha needs to assemble her coven and needs to enter the Witch's Road. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about scoops that much, but it's kind of hard to not talk about the show when you know about it, when you know like basically what's going to happen. But yeah, so basically, spoiler warning, I guess, Agatha needs to assemble her old coven, and because you need your entire coven to enter the Witch's Road and find Wanda, I guess. I guess that's the assumption. The finding Wanda bit's a little bit in the speculative area, because I don't know how true that is, but that's what I would assume they're doing. I just know that Agatha needs to assemble her coven in order to enter the Witch's Road, and we know based on the footage we see in this featurette that Billy / Joe Locke is going to go with her. So yeah, and also we know that the footage from this featurette is from the first 3 episodes of the show. So yeah, it looks like some pretty interesting stuff's gonna be happening. We see a little glimpse at Aubrey Plaza's character, whose name is Rio Vidal, I think that's how you say it, and she's basically playing a green witch. Sort of think of like Poison Ivy as like the inspiration for her character. I don't think she's a Marvel Comics character. I think she is original character, but yeah, think of Poison Ivy when you think of Aubrey Plaza's character in the show, but she's a witch. But yeah, we know she's going to be able to see a little tiny glimpse of her in like Agatha's house, where Agatha's wearing a robe, and you see Billy hiding in the closet, and you see Aubrey Plaza's character standing there with like a hood on and like a cool costume. So that's cool. We also see a little glimpse of Agatha yelling something out in like what appears to be some sort of like a witch's house or something, and you can sort of make out the words in which she yells out in the video, and it sort of looks like she's saying, "Blast me, you bitches." And we know that Agatha gets her power from, you know, being blasted by other witches. She absorbs other witches' powers. So I'm assuming she needs like an immense amount of power to do something. I don't know what though, but we will see. I'm very, very excited for this. I think the cast is great. You know, Katherine Hahn, Joe Locke, Aubrey Plaza, Patti LuPone is in there, I'm pretty sure. We've got a lot of the original WandaVision cast coming back, like Emma Caulfield is coming back. Asif Ali's coming back as Norm, so it looks like we're going to be spending some time in Westview, which we know about, but I'm excited to go back into that world of Westview. And I'm also excited to explore the corner of witches in the MCU. You know, we know that Jack Schaefer, who is the showrunner for this show, and I think the writer and director of most of the episodes, Kevin Feige has, I guess, sort of chosen her to be the head of sort of the witchy supernatural side of the MCU, right? Like sort of the way he chose James Gunn to be the head of the cosmic side of the MCU, right? So I'm excited to see what this show sets the groundwork for. I'm very excited to see if it sets up Wanda's return or whatever, but I'm really, really excited for this show. And I think, you know, when this featurette came out, that was the most active I've seen Twitter about a Marvel project in a while. So I think this will do pretty well. But yeah, next October it comes out. I'm very excited. That was our first look at Agatha, Darkhold Diaries. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you excited for this show? Are you not? Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.